last class. Please, I want to be sure that from the last class, you guys have started making use of what you learned. It's very, very important that whatever you hear, whatever teachings you've received, whatever understanding you've been exposed to, the smart way, the wisdom out of it is that you put them into action and you make good use of them. That is the smart way. That's what makes you wise. The wise man makes use of knowledge. So, the wise man puts whatever he has learned or whatever he has been exposed to as an understanding into action. So, please let us make sure all that we are learning are put into good use. That is what will give the right tune to success. That's what will bring about the results we desire. Otherwise, whatever time you are sacrificing, whatever energy you are giving to each of these classes will all be a waste if you are not making use of them. And make sure that whenever action points drops into you, write them down. Keep them written down. There's a saying that I say always. I'll keep saying it. And the saying goes thus: the faintest ink is sharper than the sharpest memory. The faintest ink is sharper than the sharpest memory. So when you write things down, no matter how sharp your memory is, no matter how photogenic or a recording memory you have, things well written down will always supersede what is committed to the memory. You understand? So please write actionable points and make good use of them. Right. I'll go straight to today's class. And last week, we discussed extensively about the buying behavior of the high net worth individuals. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about their mindsets. We talked about their key traits. We talked about who they are. We talked about the positioning yourself, how you can position yourself as a trusted advisor, that you should be an advisor, you should be a consultant rather than a salesman to them, and how you can get to know them and how you can be in their space, how you can connect to them. I remember vividly telling you that you at your present stage, I don't know your background, but I'm speaking collectively, that's okay, taking it that we are all average. You might not have access to these people. You might not be able to connect directly to these people. But when you are rightly positioned, when you have the right mindset, and you have been well trained and schooled to give certain level of excellence to your service delivery when selling real estate, you will be able to give an impression to your own people within your space that you have capacity to handle the high net worth individuals. And the ones that are connected to the high net worth individuals within your space will not but mention your name to these people. So, and that is why consistency and always showing up, that is where it comes in. That when you consistently show a certain class of excellence, when you consistently show a certain level of dedication, when you consistently show a certain level of hard work, and how you put excellence to your service delivery, people will take note, record it in their memory, and you will have created a certain impression in people within your space who are connected to these high network individuals. Maybe one person know another person that know in high network individuals. And when these people ask for certain kind of excellence, trust me, like I told you, high network individuals are always looking for excellence. They're looking for a certain level of commitment work. So once they make requests, these people that already knows you as an excellent person will not think of any other person to recommend than you. And that's how you get to their space. And that's how I met a lot of high network individuals in my space that I have connections with and appellation with right now. It's not like we met in one any extravagant. Of course, we didn't. They were people who are I have given quality and excellent service to, who recommended me to these individuals. And that's how it works. Do you understand? It's the same thing within the normal background space where, okay, you have a car and you keep having issues with it, and you try to get it fixed, but every mechanic that you go to keep giving you bad service. And then eventually somebody just told you that, "Ah, there's one guy who is at one corner there. He has good devices. He scans it. He will tell you what is the problem and why that happened, and he will get it fixed within minutes." And you go there, and true to this person's words, you met the mechanic, and the service was good. And you are maybe a friend to a king, and or maybe a friend to a business leader or a CEO of a company, and the person just mustered to your ears, "Oh, I've been having issues with my car. My mechanic has been treating me bad. The car is not getting fixed." Or maybe, what will come to your mind? I have someone who can do it. And that's how people meet high network individuals. High network individuals are attracted to excellence, good service delivery. So once you can give all those things, it's just a matter of time. You connect with them. So now the process and the journey between your mediocrity and to the point where your excellence is well written and well established, and the things that you become, that that process, that journey, what you become, eh, it is what will give rise to delivering excellently when the opportunity comes to meet with high network individuals. So the traits, so it is not something that you wish into yourself into, or that you pray yourself into. The journey has to be complete. You have to go through the journey of giving excellent service. So that means you are now time conscious. You now take, you know, consultancy as the main priority. You now solve problems rather than selling. You are not only after commission. You don't talk too much. You are not chasing. You are not too hungry. Eh? You speak with data rather than assumptions. You now understand the market deeply because of all those years of experience building yourself into excellence that is required by high net worth individuals. You share insights even before selling. Now, things are now better with you. You are now good. You understand? You give concise and precise analysis of complex structures, of complex market trends. Okay, look at somebody, for example. I don't know if some of you know the person called Don Azar. Don Azar is on TikTok and Instagram. Don Azar, there's a way it has established himself. He established himself so much that when he's giving news or updates about what is happening in Nigeria, maybe a popular trend, he will give analysis about it, and he will stay in front of his screen and be writing it down and be giving analysis. This is why this happened. This is why the president said this. The minister gave this comment, and this is why. And this is how it connects to our history, and this is how it affects it in the future. Go and check that guy's page. Please, if you have the chance, go and check it. The guy has established himself in that space of giving of taking complex information and exercising it into simpler forms that people can relate with. Analysis, fine analysis. Okay, let me give you somebody that you can also relate with. Look at this man, Bond, not James. I don't know if anybody here knows him. Please, if you know him, just send an emoji. I want to be sure you people are even um, in the right space. Do you know Bond, not James? Okay, good. Now, if you look at Bond, not James, this guy will give clear analysis of what is happening in the real estate space. It doesn't just come and talk about five documents you need to have when you are selling real estate. It doesn't talk about 10 ways not to get scammed in real estate. He has left all those things. It gives clear analysis about what's happening, why government is doing what is happening, why that is happening, why people should not buy Ekpe, why people should buy this Lekki instead. Why, he's giving clear things. Do you understand? So recently, When we were in Singapore, a client reached out to me from the UK. So that man reached out to me and was asking me about, there's one property in Abraham. There's so many details about it I don't want to share. So he now told me that he has first reached out to Bond, not James. That Bond gave him some certainties, but he was still not clear. So I now give him clarity and everything and all those things. It was not like, okay, somebody referred me to him. That even I was not like, okay, how did he meet Bond, not James? He said somebody told him about him also. Now, after talking to that client, I did not even know who the person is because it was a strange number, an international number. So after a while, when I now checked out the person, it was the president of the African Development Bank of our African Development Bank. The man was the president of the African. That's serious money. Do you understand? So I found out that, when you are rightly positioned, when you are excellent, when you have good service delivery, connecting with these people becomes an easy task. You don't even stress into it. Now, because of the positioning of Bond, not James, he met the man. The man was referred to him. Because of my own positioning as a good professional surveyor, I got his contact too. In fact, I am not the one that went to his DM. He came to my DM. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So always make sure that you give a certain level of excellence in your delivery. Trust me, it's just a matter of time. People who are close to you will know. I think I was in a class where somebody was talking about connection, that this networking and connection of a team is not as a killian as the way we look at it. It's just to give certain and work in certain principles. And getting it is going to be very easy. That once you are consistent with that ceremony, it will just be 1 to 2% to connect you to the president. It should be that simple. So, guys, to deal with high net worth individuals, to attract them and to give them, to always have them in your DMs to do transactions with them. It's as simple as just doing all these things that I talked about last class. So if you are not in the last class, please go and listen to the teaching, go and listen to the training. The link is in the group. That link is in the group. Go and listen to it again. Go and listen very well and soak yourself in it. Then come and then join it with whatever you are going to learn today. All right, so let's go into today. It's not going to take time. 10-15 minutes, I'm done, and I'll release it for the week. So what are the high value clients framework? What is their framework? What is the framework? What is the 5 step that you need to take when you want to deal with high value clients, high net worth individuals? Do you understand? Number 1 is that you need to do qualification. You need to qualify. When these people eventually reach out to you, qualify. There are some blood-sucking demons among those high net worth individuals. Some of them are misers. Some of them they know how to use people. Do you understand? Some of them, So, I was talking about the good part of them last week. This time around, I want to tell you the real deal now. From experience, some of them, they want to use you and not pay you. Some of them, they don't want you to make jack. They feel like you are cheating them. And somehow you cannot blame them. It's because of their own journey to wealth too, where people have swindled them, people have taken them for granted. Everybody's always asking them for money. Nobody is giving to them. Do you understand? So it is important that you qualify them, know who they are, understand them. Do you understand? Understand them. And the way to understand people is to ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. That is the only way to understand them. That is the only way to understand them. So what you ask question, what is your investment goal? What's your investment goal? Are you looking for a cash flow real estate investment? Are you trying to flip? Are you trying to resell in a couple of years? Is it that you want to keep it for your children? Is it for land banking? What are you really looking for? Qualify these people. Qualify them. Are you looking to own a house? Is it land you want to buy? This investment, how quick do you want to liquidate? Use that word. In fact, that question is very, very vital. This property you want to invest in, how quick do you want to liquidate it? Then ask them, what is your budget range? You see, this part is very tricky. Asking clients what their budget. I think I've spoken to an networking individual before, and I asked, "What is your budget range?" See, this thing happened to me 3 years ago, and since then I've made a generalization, and it's always true. When I ask them what is their budget, and they say, and their response is like, "It's an open budget." If you are here and you can relate with me, most of them that they say their budget is open, they don't end up buying anything. Is that true? Is that correct? If you are here and you've experienced it, they don't end up buying anything. They will just stress you. They will just stress you. If they are really serious, if they are really serious in buying real estate investment, you will have a budget. Okay, I'm looking for, and the funny and stupid thing is that the average ones amongst them, when they eventually tell you their budget, they will be using the average people. They will be telling you that they want to buy a property in Lekki for 50 million, and you now be, are you joking? But when you talk to the real deals, the high net worth individuals, they understand. You know, I told you last week that these people understand the market. They know the trend. Okay, recently I was talking to an high net worth individual, and I was speaking absent-mindedly because the call came in at an uncomfortable time. So I was not really, my mind was not into it. So he was asking me property price ranges from Ologolo down to Chevron, down to Eleganza, then Ikota. So I was giving ranges and everything. Then I mentioned a particular figure for Ikota, and it was like, Ikota, Chairman, what are you saying? Do you know what you're saying at all? I was like, oh, sorry. I was giving Abraham Sawyer's price for Ikota because I was speaking absent mindedly. So these people understand market trends. They are not the people that will be using 5 million naira to ask to look for land in Bodija. Do you understand? So you have to qualify them. Immediately you start hearing a prospect or a client telling you prices of properties without you talking about it, you know that this is an unnetworked individual by default. So, and you have to make sure you qualify them. What is the timeline for the investment? Do you understand? So, and you have to do these things very fast. When you enter communication with these people, do it as fast as under 5-10 minutes. You are done to qualify them. This person wants this, he doesn't want this. This is his timeline. This is what he doesn't do. This is where he's looking for it, and this is how he wants it. Simple. Then you use that to close the deal. You use that to close the deal. Like I told you, high network individuals don't do cho. They don't waste time on certain decisions. They are the fastest people to do business with. Sharp, sharp. They've done what they want to do. They've closed the deal and they've transferred the money. They don't talk too much. And that's why, as a salesperson, once you qualify these people, don't talk too much. Don't send long messages. I remember saying it last week. Some of you, your first in-call message, your first the first message that drops when people enter your DM, that automated message, is too long. It's too long. When I network, that don't have time to read long texts. It's too long. Make it short, precise, and informative. Hi, my name is this. Thank you for coming to my space. How can I be of service? I am a real estate consultant with over these clients across Africa or across Nigeria. How can I be of service to you today? Simple, nothing. Then every other information, let them ask why you supply it. But when you have already given all the information in one single this thing, you're not explaining yourself again. It doesn't make any sense. I think so. So always be short and brief. Now, number two, from the steps that you need to for the framework for high network clients, personalization. Personalization. Understand your client's lifestyle, not their budget, not just the budget. Now, when they give you budget, it is always very tricky. When people give you budgets, I remember a client told me that he has a budget of 300 million to 500 million rather, for a property in in Lekki. So I was like, okay, what do they want? And blah blah blah. This is so every property I've been seeing was was either semi-detached, terrace duplex, all those things and everything. I was sending it to Ariel. I was like, it got to so I was sending all those briefs, and the client was not responding. it was just dead silent. I was like, well, I'll keep sending. Probably the man is busy and all those things. I kept sending. I think it was my uncle, the head of Ikoyi Baptist Church. So my uncle is living in Ikoyi, so he's the one that connected me to the man that, oh, Shola is into real estate, you can do business with him. So the man keeps, he didn't even talk to me after all this one. He just sent a message all of a sudden. So normally I've seen that it doesn't really text. So I just kept sending, I kept sending. So so all the options I've been given was either terrace or semi-detached. So one particular, I think around 1 a.m. Another thing I want to tell you, see, these people don't sleep. All they talk to you that they don't sleep. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., they are online, they are working. Please, if anybody is here that can relate, please send your favorite emoji if you can relate. These people are always active. They are super active. Online, you see their text 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I think I was opportune to go with someone to Amen Estate. So we wanted to go and meet. So a client wanted to buy somebody's property. So we had to go and meet the owner of the property in Amen Estate. So as we were sitting there in the man's sitting room and we were discussing, so I think it was around 8 p.m. in the night, if you want to have meeting in Lagos, it's not during the day. Do you understand? So went there, and when we were seated there, the man was telling me that, so the man was looking at us like, young people doing big business, wanted to buy a property of about 150 to 200 million. And the man was looking at, I think it was about 2 years ago. Young boys, wow. All of you are something. And I don't know, if some of you, if you see the way all these high network individuals that, the old money, when they see young people want to do business with them, I want to collect a lot of money or give them a lot of money, it always surprises them. They not be like, this young boy, to them, it doesn't make sense. She gets. So the man was just, and then he started giving advice, started encouraging us and everything. So it got to a point where he talked about, see, guys, there's great men don't sleep. I remember those words very sharply. It stuck in my head. Great men don't sleep. And he said that he just got he has a meeting with the owner of Amen Estates. This woman, Mrs. Shade something, I can't remember her name. She's Fola Shade something. That he has a meeting with that woman by 2 a.m. He just kept raving about the woman. Say, as rich as that woman is, that woman doesn't sleep. That woman knows they sleep. Say, message at 2 a.m., message at 1 a.m., she responds. Message at 3 a.m., she responds. These are people who are already, you say they are at the peak of their success. And these are people that are still working actively. So what I'm trying to tell you is that these people are very active. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., they are working. So as I was saying the other time, so this man that was brought to me by my uncle in Ikoyi just sent me a voice note around 1 a.m. I just listened to the voice note. And guess what the man's response is? Shola, thank you. I've been seeing, and what these people are they give good courtesy. They will thank you. They will talk smoothly, calmly. They don't try to outlive your efforts. They don't. Do you understand? The man said, "Thank you very much. I've been seeing your briefs and all. I've been busy, and also thank you very much. But Shola, I can't stay in all these houses. I can't bear my children and my wife staying together with somebody in the same compound sharing an apartment. They'll be shouting. I can't stay there. I want to move from Ikoyi to Lekki. You're sending me terrace? No, I don't. I used to laugh as I listen to the voice note. Then my head just packed into my head. Say, what was I thinking? It needs a safe compound. He needs somewhere he has good parking space. I didn't ask those questions. I just jump into conclusion. So that is why it is important. You need to understand. You need to understand their lifestyle, not just the budget. The budget was what was moving me to look for options. I needed to understand his lifestyle. His lifestyle is that he wants a self-compound. He wants a self-serviced home. He wants something that is just competitive, having to deal with neighbors or having to deal with other people within the estates. Do you understand? So always understand their personalization. Do you understand? Tailor the property recommendations. When you are recommending it, tailor it to their lifestyle. Okay, this is why I'm giving you this option. This is why I'm giving you that option. So I want you to choose between this option and that option based on what you told me, based on your lifestyle, based on your options, based on what you want. Then create experience, create beautiful experience with your high net worth individuals. Create them. Create high value clients. Remember how you made them feel, not just what you sold to them. See, eh? They love it so much. I think it was in 2024. The man was not very rich as at then, but he's very rich now. So I am not. He's not my client directly. He's my friend's client. So, but there was a particular time that I had to do a job together with my friend for him. So it now happened that immediately after we delivered, he was having a party. I can't remember what the party was about now. So my friend and I we went there. So when we got there, when we got there, come and see how the man was raving about how well we treated him. He said, "Oh, for the past years that I've been working with surveyors, as we came in, I think he was giving a speech when we got to the party, and then he was talking to his friends, his colleagues. Their own party is not all these parties that they will call obesere and they will call pasuma. Actually, talking, you just don't do all this shit. You just see me. I think we got there. We just find they just put a grand piano, and one guy was just playing the grand piano, and everybody was eating and they were talking, and they did not pack big fruits, all those small fruits, small rice, small chicken. Some of you go to parties, big chicken, you'll be fat chicken. This I need to do that. So we got here, we sat down, and the man was just raving about us and talking to his people. Oh, I've ever seen surveyors like this. When they first got to site, their dressing was killing. Me and my friend at that time, we wore shirt and tie with our suit, with our shoe, shining. We are going to site to shining, tie and everything. And that's one thing that I learned from my friend. He's my friend and he's also my mentor. If I mention him, some of you here will know him. I worked with him for about 2 years. So whenever we go to site together, and we would dress well. He's the first person that taught me that surveyors always dress haphazardly to site. Surveyors don't take care of themselves when they go to site. They don't represent themselves on site. So you tell me that, Shola, for every of your site, dress well. In fact, that was when I started learning how to put on kaftans and wear my cap and dress well and go to sites. Sites where I go enter bush, I go still wear kaftan. I go still wear suit. So we went to sites and everything, and the man was just raving about it. Look at these guys. Oh, they are young and they are doing well. He just kept talking to them. Come and see how a lot of his friends collected our numbers that day. A lot of them collected our numbers just because we made him feel good on site when we did the work for him. So when you give good service delivery, when you make your client, the high net worth individuals, when you make them feel good, they won't keep quiet about it. These people are so appreciative. It is poor people you will give them all your time, you give them all your energy, they will still not be satisfied. It is poor people. You will give them everything. Their documents will be complete. Your allocation will be done. One thing. You will just forget pen to put pen inside their bag. Or there's no jota in the bag. They are complaining. Oh, you give everybody jota. You did not give me jota. Where's my own jota? Oh, ah. So you have to, when you give these people, say seriously, when you give high network individuals, when you give them good service delivery, they will always commend it. They notice it and they commend it. So see, in everything that you do as a realtor, please graduate from selling only to average people to high network individuals. You should start aiming selling properties 30 million, 50 million, 60 million, 100 million, 200 million. I think I was speaking with one of our sales partners on site on Saturday. So a client bought 10 acres outrightly, and I was asking her. I was hoping to meet the client on site. So on seeing her, I asked her, "Alpha, did your client come?" He said, that man will call. They ever call. They ever come to allocation. This one said he did not come. He did not even call me. I was like, you see, those are high network individuals. They trust you when you give them the reason to. And they are not so perplexed. Person dropped 20 million naira and he didn't come for allocation. Someone that dropped 20 million didn't come for allocation. And someone that bought 400,000 naira, paid 50,000 naira monthly. Now that person first rich boss. Do you understand? So I'm trying to let you understand, how network, how network individuals, how they think. And that's why I'm telling you, see, you need to keep these people in your space. You need to bring them to your space. Immediately you start selling for high network individuals, you start finding ease in sales. You start finding fulfillment in sales. You start seeing that, oh yes, there's more to real estate than order there is. You start giving it all your energy that, oh, so this thing not even hard like this. So, but before then, the people that are already within your space, your present clients, the present people that are watching your status, that are seeing your content online, what is the quality and what is the excellence they are seeing? If that can be well portrayed, if that can be well given, I've given you two examples, Bond, Donald James, I've given you Donaza. If you can position yourself and think your mindset for that consistently over a period of time, you are attracted by default. And before you know it, because of what you are learning right now on how to position yourself and how to service them, you will stay in that game for a long time. For a long time. I think I've made an example like this in a class like this about this man that he sells only properties in Ikoyi. And you know that Ikoyi is high net worth individuals' location. This is where old monies are. There's a way he does to all his clients. He wanted to go for a meeting after church on Sunday, and he was dressing in particular. Nobody goes to church dressing badly. And he wanted to go to church, to the meeting after the church, and he told his wife, babe, we'll have to go to the house together. I need to change my clothes before I go to the meeting. And the wife was like, oh, what? You still want to change with this well dress that you have? Please, can you go to your meeting? You don't need to go to it. I said, no, there's a certain way I need to appear. And he went back home, changed to another very pink suit. And when he got to the meeting, he said all through the meeting, the client that he went to meet said complimented his suit more than 5 times. That's an impression already made. An impression made forever. That's when you see, I think even me, myself, as much as I'm trying to dress, sometimes when we go to meetings together with Dr. Ife, they will just be complimenting Dr. Ife. That man gets his Jesus. Dr. Ife gets his. They will just be complimenting. I will just be feeling like, Jesus, I tried to now. I tried to now. Do you get? So that thing is very important. Leave good impression. Leave good impression. Oh, time is gone again. I think I've done 3. Create experience. That is so those experience you want to create now start from smooth inspection processes. And when you give people smooth inspection process, talk about it, type about it on your status. If you cannot make videos, post the video or take testimonials from those people and post them, or give analysis and comments about it. Smooth inspection processes. Then don't some of you do want some things that is not proper. Some of your prospects, you join all of them together. You say, I want to do 4 or 5 persons together. You will now be jumping from one prospect to another, trying to close them. When you see a person that you know that they are serious, give them private viewings. Take them on private inspections. Do you understand? The ones that you want to, you can pack all those 400K clients together. But when you see somebody that happens to buy 1 hectare, 2 acres, and their level is a bit different, give them private inspections. Don't join them together, so that you'll be able to give them a very inspection process. Are you with me? Then, when you want to deliver documents, package it well. Learners are trying to package in a certain way. Can you just be different and repackage your client's documents? Can you just be different? Can you just present it? I think it's Pelumi. Audia, whenever he wants to go and deliver his client's documents, he will still buy wine and add wine. I think it was one allocation that the clients came, and when they take the client to their corner piece, he will pop champagne and pump that party popper. That's an impression. That's an impression. That's the way you create a space to live rent free in your client's heart. Right. Now just jump to the last one. To the last one because the time is fast spent. Then common mistakes you need to avoid when you are dealing with high net worth individuals. Common mistakes you need to avoid. Talking more than listening. These people wants to be heard. Listen more. Don't talk too much. I've said it before. Don't make that mistake. Then don't overpromise what is not. In the sake of trying to speak good, in the sake of trying to excite them, don't overly excite them. Don't promise what is not. Tell them as it is. 30 minutes from the train station. Simple. The land we appreciate times 2 or times 3 in the next 2 or 3 years. Simple. Don't do too much. Don't overpromise. Don't overpromise. Don't overpromise. Do you understand? Then do professional follow-up. Don't do hungry follow-up. Don't follow up like an hungry person. Do professional follow-up. Good day to you. This is a subtle reminder from our last conversation. Have a good day ahead. Simple. Simple. Not, I've been texting you, you are not replying. Stop all those things. Stop it. Then you can also leverage on systems and tools for automatic follow-ups. You can automate your follow-ups. You can automate it. Then give briefs by preparing concise documents, one-page documents that briefly exegete what you are intending to tell them. Do you understand? Just brief. Executive summary, executive summary, objective, information, and summary and conclusion. Simple. Just give them. This is why this is this. That is why that is that. And put it in a one-page PDF. They appreciate documents a lot. These people like documents. And there's something they like documents too much. They like documented stuff. So then understand your document very well. Treat all your clients the same. Do you understand? Treat all your clients the same. Let them all feel like kings. Let them all feel like kings. We used to say some things to to all Landnest team and employees that our customers are our boss. Right now, the super boss for Landnest Homes and Properties is not Director Ife and Director Shola. It is our customers. It is our customers. So on this note, I'm going to close for today. And I wish you a very good and successful week. Please, I'll reiterate again. All that you've learned, make good use of them. Put them into action. These are the things that will separate you from your mediocrity. Ignorance is a bad thing. And you will be punished because of ignorance. And nobody cares is because you don't know. Nobody cares. If you don't know, you need to seek for the knowledge. And being in this class, you have sought for the knowledge. You should not be foolish to get the knowledge and not put them into action. All right. I wish you the best and a successful and salesful and commission-filled week. In the next 5 minutes or in the next 2 or 3 minutes, I'll take 1 or 2 questions. I promised to take question last week. 1 or 2 questions and I'll be off. So over to you, Oyin. 1 or 2 questions and I'll be off.
All right, sir. Thank you very, very much, sir. That was a very, very impactful one. Please, if you have questions, just raise your hand so that we can have the 1 or 2 persons immediately and go about our day. All right, Mr. Lewis is up. Who else has a question? All right, Mr. Lewis, please ask your question. Thank you. You can unmute your mic and ask your question.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you, Director, for this timely training. So I just have, though I ran a ad for targeted people in Canada, Nigeria and Canada. So I actually had to reach out to some high network individuals so mine is just how to really follow them properly because they actually ran for a particular product. So unfortunately, he said the man is a leader of a product of Africa or something like that in Canada. So he actually told me that the team, they don't want the products. And so, but since then, I just try to send other products to him. So I want to really know, is it the right thing for me to send other products? And or how do I really follow up such person properly? Though we've not met it, but he just called only once. And that was just the information he gave to me that he won't be investing in the property. So for such, he's an high network individual. He still views my anytime I send him post, he views it. It shows that he reads. So for such kind of prospects, how do I go about it? And also have others that also in my contacts. Do I've added them? So I just needed a way or an advice on how to follow up on those kind of persons.
Okay, that's a very wonderful question. That's a very wonderful question. And I like your move. That's big men's doing, trying to just penetrate. And remember, I said it last week that most high network individuals are people in diaspora. You know, I gave examples of high network individuals and their space. So one of them is that they are Nigerians in diaspora. So one of the things about these people is that, you know, you need to, I spoke briefly about it, that you need to qualify them. See, these people are always very busy. They work shifts, they do a lot of things. Do you understand? And so many times we are speaking or uh we are trying to sell instead of getting them to pay attention to us. Please listen to me. We are always trying to sell rather than getting them to pay attention to you. You cannot get anybody to do your bidding without getting them to first pay attention to you. So get them to first pay attention to you. That is the thing you need to do. And I cannot give you all the answers today. But one of those things is leave, send them messages or relate with them as though you are in Canada. And how do you do that? You need to know what's happening in Canada. You need to know the time in Canada. You need to know what activities, what social activities are happening in Canada. You need to know how work ethics are like in Canada. You know, some of them, I think I was speaking with somebody in Canada recently, and he was saying that where he works, once you get to work, you switch off your phone or you put it in silent and keep it. You dare not use your phone while working. Those are some of the principles at which they work there. So you need to know what is happening. How is that happening? How is their behavior like? People in Canada are in deep cold. You understand? So you have to first relate on that basis and let them be comfortable talking to you. It is when they are comfortable talking to you, they will tell you their real mind, what they are really looking for. So the reason why you keep sending briefs and they are not responding is because you don't know what they are looking for, and you will keep sending a miss. And the reason why the man keeps looking at your status is hoping one day you will see what he's looking for. So your job first is to know what they really want. What do they want? And doing that might not be from just asking a simple question. It might first say that you need to relate on the same level, on the same. So you have to invest in common ground. Oh, just sending a short text. Oh, I heard it was freezing cold today in Canada. Hope you are well prepared for the cold. And you understand what I'm trying to say. So that will spark the conversation. That will get you involved in their life. So one of the things about network individuals is they want they don't want to be sold to. They don't want to feel pressured into taking a decision. They want to tell you that they are in control. So it's their default setting. Do you understand? So there are so several things that I could have said, but I don't have the full grasp of your dealings with them. But you can try just be relating, just be in their space and understand their terrain and interact with them as though you are in Canada. That will do the magic. I trust you. It will do the magic. I hope that helps. But in any other sense, you can always reach out. I will still give some other insights.
All right, thank
I,
you very, very much, sir.
okay.
Mr. Lewis, has your question been answered?